What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here. Welcome back to The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine expansion. We just had a little word with an old friend. Now, I can't even get out of this bitch. How do we get out of this room? Let me out! Let me out of here! What the hell? Oh, the ladder. The ladder, maybe? Anyway, we're moving on. We finished the scavenger hunt. Like I said, met an old friend. And, oh. Will polish my ass and serve me a left hook, I guess? Let's take these and see how good they are. It's always nice to get new stuff. They're a little damaged. They're light armor. What are we currently repping? It's 210. This one is a 81. So it's not that good overall. Comparatively. Like if we look at the chest armor, this is just 210. It's too good. Look at all the extra stuff. Yeah, it's a little more broken. I think that's what it's talking about. It's like in better shape that way. So we don't want to equip that. We'll leave it for now. Alright, let's bounce. Is that a... Hi, guys! Alright, so we have a bit of a... Let me actually take a look at the map. We are going... Where are we going? Alright, actually, we have a bit of a ride ahead of us. There's no reason... There's no reason to fast travel anywhere because, well, there's nothing over there. We'll find some stuff along the way. But, wow, I sounded really Canadian when I said that. Along the way, you know? Jesus Christ, eh? We're gonna get on over there. Oh, fuck yeah, bud. Anyway, and before... Oh, what's this? Before anyone freaks out, who doesn't know I am Canadian.
Sir, a letter for you, sir.
Letter? So I can do it.
Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Thanks, little dude. Stamp says postage paid. No, we'll give him a tip.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
You gotta pay the children, especially when they actually do a decent job. You know what I mean? Postage paid to get lost.
I hope all is well. I imagine you hot on the trail of some nasty monster. Or is it an overly complex curse this time? Oh, Geralt, I wish I knew for certain. Whatever is keeping you busy, perhaps you'll need a break. For those moments, I offer you this intriguing little mystery I happened on in an old manuscript I bought off a merchant from Nazaire. The tome's author claims a certain Professor Moreau once called Beauclair home, and this professor conducted research into Witcher mutations. I don't know much else, but I suspect that alone might pique your interest. The tome mentioned a journal interred with the scholar when he passed. It could very well lead you to his laboratory. I'm enclosing a map I found folded in the tome. It's smudged in a few places, but I hope it proves useful anyway. Please be careful and come back to me quickly. Your Triss.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
I think that's what we were talking about. I'm actually going to go open up the J column. That's currently what we have equipped right now. There's actually quite a few Toussaint missions here. There's like a ton. Oh my god. This is crazy. Which one was it again? Is this it for main? Actually... Turn and face the strange. That's what it's called. Okay. Well, let me look. Is it there? Yeah, it's right here. So that's another option. So I'll bet, like, since I chose Triss to be my, my love choice this game, that's probably why I received the letter from her and not, like, someone like Yennefer or anything like that. I'll bet if we chose Yennefer, though, it would have been a letter from her instead. Just slightly altered, which is pretty neat. But another thing to mention as well is if you guys watched my Hearts of Stone DLC Let's Play, well, I kind of banged what's her name, the redhead. I forget her name. It's been too long. But I guess it's a video game. I guess, you know. But you know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I think I'm a little high up here. There's tons of side quests. Whoa, is someone drunk off their ass? I was thinking about getting my armor fixed. How do I get in there? Hold on. I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna go,
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
Here in Beauclair is right and fair. Suck on my balls and my overalls. I don't know. Shit.
Ah, the serendipity. I'm so glad you're back.
Sorry, man. I don't have time for your baloney. Wait a minute. Where is it? This one here? I think it's this one.
Nothing to see here.
Hello? God, it's dark. There you are.
The best armor around. That is what I forge. So sorry.
Show me your wares. Let's see what he's got.
What have you got there?
Alright, let's take a look. They're gonna overcharge on fucking everything. This is gonna be a 220. Ours is currently... Actually, no, I might as well sell some stuff, you know, now that I think about it. They're not gonna give me that much. These are probably worth a good chunk. Those are pretty cool. But I might as well sell them. People are like, Dan! Whatever are you doing? Selling some ish. Alright. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. Toussaint boots? Those are really cool. You look like an elf. What's this? Can't afford it? I need to be level 40. I currently have, okay, 2853. How much is this? Too much, man. For one piece of armor? I'll probably find something better than that. Which is high. I've already worn that. A lot of these look the same. That's the thing. I want something unique. They don't give you anything really all that new. So I'm not going to buy anything from them, but I want them to fix it. Yes, I know. Is there anything that's better? All these old school armor bits. Anyway, repair. That's what we need. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and repair my silver sword. If you wouldn't mind. Well, what happened there? Actually, I think this thing was quite good. So what did I do? Just a minute, let me get out of here.
So long.
I think I totally cocked something up. Sorry, guys, one moment. I'm still wearing it. Are these all repaired? Apparently. I guess all is well. And this is what? $3.99. Oh, that's a steel sword. Sorry, this is my silver sword. But of course. So I didn't have to spend my money on repairing those, but that's okay. Alright, we're golden. So we are fully repaired. And we are ready to bounce the fudge out. I guess I could have gone this way too to get in there, but I didn't see that, so blame me. Oh my god. Oh wait, hold up. There's an armor mission here. Let's take a read. Never have you seen such a tournament. All lovers of Gwent. Okay.
What is the pheasantry stewing up?
That's not it. You know what? This is a side mission, I think, for that dope ass armor. Hi. I'm gonna have to see what he offers.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. for I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Tucson. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I roamed about seeking them? No, I'd rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
I like that.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Tucson? How is that even possible?
Tusa was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensail's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you've found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school, of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Tucson from Castel Gropian. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No, it said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usan, but you may wish to search them.
Let's talk about the cat.
A year ago, Bartolome Delaunay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the ducal guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. Possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply too dangerous there.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True, this one clearly was not wealthy. But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed, the bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century passed, one of their number came to him, a witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tiensail slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the Ducal Guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
Wow, that's it's a lot of stuff. Thanks. Holy
Farewell.
crap.
Good luck on the path.
Okay, so the Grandmaster Wolven gear. I feel like we'll have to go ahead and do that. There's different. The thing is, there's different armors for each one. I don't know what's gonna be the best one. So if I quickly go to quests, actually, yeah, look at all these. They recommend you're a 40, so I'm not a 40 yet. Find all diagrams in the set. I might do the Wolven gear. That sounds like the most fun. Or probably what I'll like the most. Anyway, let's actually go for it. We got a bit of a way to go. Although Griffin gear would be pretty neat too, I think. Oh, it changed it. Oh god, it changed it. Hold up. We gotta do this. I want to do this first. Before we proceed. Good thing I saw it, or things would have been pretty bad.
I won't go. I simply won't do it.
Alright, we got ourselves a new marker. That's good. Alright, now we're gonna call Roach. Of course, he's right by the marker. Come on, Roach. Good boy. Alright, let's head on out.
Run, Roach.
Run, Roach. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Gotta level another one up. Is there something that needed an upgrade? Or did I get it already? Delusion I could upgrade. I think everything else is full, though. I could always get arrow deflection as well. Let's do that. There you go. You're welcome. Let's go, doggy. Why not? This is a beautiful view, man. Look at this place. Good God, that's gorgeous. GGWWAB. No, GGWB. Oh, yeah, by the way, and GGWB, that means good God, what a booty. Oh, man. Look at this. It's like we're in the sunflower fields. It's beautiful, this place. Hype as hell, but no throwing up. I'ma show these motherfuckers what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, this wasn't as far as I thought. Ah, look, Globetrotter. I finally got that Achievo for finding a... what was that?
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
They don't cost to know about it. Alright, actually, I have to fight them. That's okay. What the fuck? Oh, I'm missing. Oh, that was easy, but I took it pretty good. Oh! Arch Spore, cut it. Too critical, it's gonna blow. Woo! We're good, we're good. One more. Oh, that one's gone too. How we doing, Geralt? Everything good? Oh! There's more, but...
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
I know, it's down by this cave. You know it's never that simple, doggy.
Time to end this.
Nope, time to drop. Bye! Where am I now? Oh! What the fuck is this? All I know is it got wrecked. Oh, there's another one! Oh, that was money. Alright, laughing my ass off. Alright, we're doing alright.
Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash.
What the fuck? Hold on, what's going on here? Stop it! I'll take the florins. I don't need anything else. Oh! Oh! Sorry. Burn, bitch! That's cool.
Some stench.
Oh, there's more. That fire stream is pretty neat. Oh, that's where I started. Okay. I'm all turned around down here, y'all. Just follow the carrot space. There's so many different ways we can go. Come on, stop stumbling. Oh, stumbling. Oh, stumbling. Really? Did you seriously made me do that? You suck. Game, you suck. Sometimes you gotta go around. I'm just looking over
There's
here.
Something here. Need to use the eye.
Right. I totally fucking forgot. Hold on a moment. Not character. What am I doing? Where's the eye? Where's the quest items? This thing, right? No, I need the eye. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have to equip it? Or hold on a second. Oh yeah, it does it by itself. My bad.
Interesting.
What do we have here? Can we look at it? It's a new sword. I have to see how good it is. I hope it's something sweet. Well, shit. Gray armor die. Let's read the Knight's Oath. Here rests Sir Raymond of Guichon. On my grave you will not find the likeness of the man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul, and body to the knightly craft, and I wish to be remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and that symbol rests above me. The sword that defended my honor, my friends, and my heart. The sword that was closer to me than a brother. The sword that was never strained by the blood of innocent man. Let it rest on a stone through the ages. Oops, and I just took it. Well, don't I feel like an ass. Let's see how good it is. What sword was it? It's gotta be like... It's gotta be one of the steel swords. Probably this one. It's a relic. Yeah, that's the one. It's not that good. But maybe I'll sell it. That's terrible. I disgrace a grave just so I could sell something later. Brutal.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out, but Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Detlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Detlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Detlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Detlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Detlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Detlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were culled to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand or move on my own. Detlaff bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now. Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlaff, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlaff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
That was a lot to talk about. I'm sure some of you guys forgot I was still here. But it's good to find out as much information as you can from somebody I've found.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the whites' saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
That's kind of random.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Wow, okay. Oh, come on, doggy. Back at it again with the white vans? No, what are you doing? Get your stupid ass. Cut. Roll. Oh, my gosh. Burning. Oh, shit, that fucked him up. Roll away, roll away. All right. That's how we do it in the hood, yo. That was crazy. Read the bestiary to look more, to, find out more about spotted whites. What I'm going to do. There you go. So in theory, dude should not be here. But that was crazy. So let's open up the bestiary. Jesus. Botchlings, forgot about those guys. What is it a part of? These guys are creepy. This one here. Stay calm and leave them alone. They're vulnerable against Igni, which is good. Necrophage oil and Irden. Okay. Interesting. Alright, and we got easy experience for that. Because that conversation, though, took such a long time, I'm going to go ahead and split this video here, and we'll continue on to the White Slayer right after this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor and hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't yet, be sure to like and follow my pages for social media. Those will be down below in the description. I'll play at the end card of this video. Also, if you're interested in getting your own t-shirt or hoodie, Team 8000, DanQ 8000 shirt, link in the description for that as well if you're interested. Thank you guys so much again for watching. See you in the next one. But until then, let's hand things over to Nox Hill. Take it easy, guys.
Moving on, new fate, new place where the weather feels warm on your face. Too soon. What you want, you could be the next victim. Praying for your blood, man, the night is still vicious. Yeah, I think we need